OdeeloccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel, because y'all know Odeeloc keeps it real. Yeah, y'all, I wanted to do this quick video because nobody is catching on that the IBF got something going on with Errol Spence Jr., right? Because Errol Spence Jr. should have been stripped. He haven't fought a mandatory in almost, 3 years? 2-3 years. Errol Spence Jr. should have been stripped. And I'm going to show you another way. Well, I'm going to tell you guys another way how he's, in it with the IBF. David Evanesian was number 2 in the IBF, right? Behind Virgil Ortiz. Behind the guy who just lost to Crowley. Right? He was number 2. David Evanesian. He was number 2. David Evanesian, he won his fight in October. But after he won his fight, he moved to number 7. They put him at number 7. And I'm going to show you, the picture of that at the end of the video. But they put him at number 7 after he won his fight. Now, why would they do that? Why would the IBF, move David Evanesian from number 2 to number 7? You know why? It's because David Evanesian, he already lost to a Mean Machine, and he already lost to Lamont Peterson. Right? So that's not a pay-per-view fight. But it's kind of fishy to me. Why would they move him out of there? And another reason why they moved him out of there? They moved him out of there so they can try to force a eliminator between Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis. Mark my words. Don't be surprised if the IBF force a mandatory between Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, right? And that's going to, get Errol Spence Jr. off the hook so he can prolong being stripped of the belt or vacating the belt. See, boxing is full of shit, man. And this is why I take breaks away from boxing, because it's full of, nonsense. They actually think that, some of us can't catch on to what they doing, but I see exactly what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was no reason to take David Evanesian out of number 2. He was number 2 in the IBF, and he won. Okay, I can see if he lost. That would be something different. Then you bump him down to number 7. But he won his fight, and then you bump him down to number 7. Yeah, you did that to clear space for Errol Spence Jr. Right? So you can force a final eliminator between Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis. So that will give Errol Spence Jr., a little more time. See, y'all, I think Errol Spence Jr. is about to fight Keith Thurman. This is who I think he's about to fight, Keith Thurman, or he's either waiting on Ugas. He's waiting on Keith Thurman or Ugas. This is who Errol Spence Jr. is waiting on. Period, point blank. He need a pay-per-view fight. Remember that, y'all. He need a pay-per-view fight. He's not going to take on these young lions. He's coming off an eye injury, right? He'll take on Ugas. Yes, he'll take on Keith Thurman. Yes. But he's not going to take on Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. So don't even look for him to do that, right? Yeah, he will take on Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman, he's rusty as hell, right? Yeah, he would take on Ugas because Ugas doesn't have that much punching power, right? Come on, y'all. Mark my words. Errol Spence Jr.